Okay, hey again, everybody. Steve's here with you, and it is time for part 5 now of our Super Metroid 100% items speed guide. We left off shattering the tube going into Meridia, which is where we are now, and it's time to get the most obnoxious, hardest to reach missile pack in the whole game. And I'm going to show you two ways of doing this. The really old, easiest way, and then another way that requires a little bit of a short charge. Nothing too bad, but still a little bit tighter of timing than anything we've done thus far. So this is the easy way first. Go through this red door, clear out the enemies, open the door again from this side, shoot all the crabs. They do a lot of damage if they hit you too, so try not to get hit. It doesn't really matter, but just give yourself as much room as you need. Charge up a Shine Spark. I think I messed it up. Okay, and then stand right here and Shine Spark straight up, and you'll get this missile pack. I think it's called a Meridia Main Street missile, is what people refer to it as. But it was the last item I ever figured out how to get as a kid. It's just it's tricky. It seems impossible, but there is a nice visual indicator of where to start your Shine Spark. So after you've come through this door and you're shiny and sparking and ready to shoot up into the air, just line yourself up with this little bush, this little plant thing, whatever it is, underwater bush, and just jump from here. Like line yourself up so it's in like the middle of your sprite. Jump, and you'll get to it. So like I said, that's the easiest way. Going through here, clearing the enemies, gives you the most space to Shine Spark. If you're okay at short charging, though, you can come over here, get a spark really fast, and do it like that. Technically, there's an even faster way where you can actually do a really short charge right down here on the ground, but I've never successfully done it. It's really hard, so I wouldn't worry about it. But anyway, now that we have that missile, we're going out this door right here, and we're gonna just wall jump up this. Really hope you're good at wall jumping by now. You should be. And then we're coming through here. Yep. Try to open the door before I reached it. You want to build up a Shine Spark. Again, start it here, jump, do it right there. Obviously there's room for error. I almost actually hit the block. And if you do, we do have the grapple beam, so you could just grapple onto this block right here and swing up here, but it's really hard to do it. Like, that's the way you're intended to do it, but it's like the most difficult. So I would recommend Shine Sparking. But now that we have that, just get over here to this side of the room and get up here, shoot straight down. There's a missile in the wall. Hey, missile. Like, compared to the main street missile where we had to go in a whole room and do all that stuff, the fact that all we did for this was jump over to a wall and shoot, it's just, there's a gross disparity in missile difficulty in this game. So now we're just coming back, Shine Sparking. Don't need to Shine Spark, but we're Shine Sparking. Coming up through this door. What I just did, I just wall jumped and then wall jumped again. Come up here. Hey, crab. Hey. Hey, where were you going? What you doing? How you do that? Oh, look, you can go through here. Wow. We discovered it the natural way. Here's a super missile. I don't know how. I just didn't press left. So grab the super missile. Kill that crab. That's why I used a power bomb, was to kill the crab. And you're back out. Back out again. And time for another Shine Spark. Shine Sparking a lot in this part. This second gap. So right here, you want to skip this one from the door. Skip this guy. You want to get to this one with a spark charged up. And then just do it diagonally up to the right. And you'll get to the door. Go on through. Get up here. And this whole segment, Meridia, I don't like this place. To put it lightly, it's just, I don't know. I never really like water levels, and even though that we have the gravity suit, so water's kind of a non-issue. I don't like it. I don't like the minimalist music. I don't like. I just don't like it. I don't like it in here. I try to get this done as fast as possible every time I do it. And yeah, that was just a regular jump that just hooks around. It's what I would call a sweet maneuver, probably. I don't know what your gauge is for, what your sweetness threshold is. But yeah, we just shoot that guy and then fall through the ground, and we get a super missile and its little brother, regular missile. Stupid, useless regular missile. And we come back out, just jump on through. And that was all we came up here for, were those items. Oh, and I think I was talking about something about how I hate Meridia before, but there was that missile pack in the basement that I just grabbed, or not the basement, wherever that room I was just in, the room I'm about to be in again, where I ran through the wall, and that's all you do. There's a lot of fake walls in this part, um, just right over here. You just run through this, and there's a missile, and we're going back out the way we came. That was too high up. Ah, barely. So you bomb through the ground. Power bomb if you're fancy. Try not to miss it though, or you look like a fool. Coming through here. Here you got to power bomb this ground to get through it. And then we're just going to wall jump up this. Okay. And this room, these guys are called Metroids, I think. Mocktroids, that's what it is. They're fake Metroids. So right there, all we did was you shoot the wall so that you have enough space to get running real fast. This is Batwoon, and this is by far my worst boss fight in the entire game. Again, there is a very fast way to kill him using this thing called X Factor, where you turn off your spazer and you go to power bomb, and but it's hard to hit. So we're gonna do this the incredibly sloppy, Steve sucks at this game way, where we waste all of our super missiles. I'm actually just gonna use my charge shot. He's really easy. It's just hard to kill him fast because his only weak spot's his head, and it's very rare to get a clear shot. Now, he does always move in the same ways, so once you fought him a few times, like I have, I've done this fight like 3 dozen times, probably more than that. I'm still bad at it, but you get a little bit more of a feel for it as you practice. But if you waste all of your super missiles the first few times you do this fight, don't feel bad. You're in good company. I consider myself good company. So in here we're going to kill these guys, just to give us a little bit of space to, again, get running really fast. There was an energy tank back in that room if you saw it. We'll get it later. I'm just going to shine spark up here. There's faster ways to get through this room. You can actually get all the way up here with a charged shine spark and go across the whole thing. I've never successfully done it. It's called a full halfie, I think. It's one of those newer tricks, those newfangled things that didn't even exist when I started running this game back in like 2003, 2004, whenever that was. So we're just doing this room the old way. The nice, steady. Don't sink into the sand because it's really hard to get out of, and it does damage to you sometimes. I don't really know. There might be spikes under it. I'm not sure what causes it. That's not what I meant to do. Coming through here. And this is another item that I often forget about, so we're just going to grab it now. Come over here. These spikes are all fake. I don't know why all of them are fake, but they are. And there's just a missile in the wall. Yeah, it's weird. Like, these kind of spikes, if they're not moving, they just don't do damage to you. And these ones you can just pass right through. And this is going to be the boss fight of Meridia. Draygon. We've been in Meridia for less than 10 minutes. This is like the preemptive part. You just shoot these little things on the wall so they don't shoot balls at you. And Draygon, there's a lot of ways to do this fight that vary from very, very fast to very, very slow. And since we have the grapple beam and we're, trying to aim for the widest possible audience here, we are just going to do this the easiest, fast way. And oh man, I just can't charge a short charge at all today. So you actually want to get hit by this. Equip your grapple beam, and then let Draygon kind of take you. You're going to take some damage, so if you're really low on health when you get in here, don't do this. But these circles get wider and wider, and eventually, oh man, maybe, nope, missed it. All right, I was facing the wrong way. You want to be facing this way, left, when you get grabbed, because it makes this whole part a lot easier. So we're just going to stand here. We're just going to submit to Draygon. We're going to take our licks for being a bad little Samus. We're a naughty little Samus. And the goal, you're trying to get your grapple beam into that electricity over there. Any electricity will do. What are you doing, Draygon? You're killing me here. But when you do it, just hold Y. And Draygon's dead. And that is the easiest way to do this fight. The fastest way... I can't even do it right now, man. Is to build up a short charge and then Shine Spark through her, and then also use that X Factor thing again. I will be posting an alternate, an advanced video of how to do the Draygon fight the fastest possible way, again, later, once we have done the whole basic tutorial video and it's all done. But now we have Space Jump. And Space Jump, especially if you're not too good at wall jumping, will be your savior, because it lets you jump infinitely. Yeah. And there's a bit of timing to it. You can't just, like, mash jump. You kind of want to hit it, like, as you start to sink from the jump before. And it's pretty slow, you know. So if you have other options of travel, Space Jump's not the best. Look at that. That's the default speed. But no biggie. No biggie. We're going across this room. Like, there's so much wiggle room. Like, even this video where I keep, you know, repeating parts just to show you things and stopping to explain stuff, I guarantee you the final game time will still be, like, under an hour and a half on this. So, there's a lot of space. I just messed that up. I don't know what I'm doing. But, yeah, so you want to get back into this room, go into this sinky sand. Any part of this sinky sand is fine. It'll take you through the ground into this part. If you go into Morph Ball, this part, like, doesn't lag at all, but if you're not in Morph Ball, it's really, really laggy and you go really slow. So now we're just going over here after sinking through the sand. This room that we're in now, this is right where we went up to fight Batwoon. That little white dot right above us on the map, that's where Batwoon, that snake dragon mini boss guy, that's where he was, the guy we had to shoot in the head. So first thing we're going to do, charge your Shine Spark, jump up through this, and we're getting another little super missile combo pack here. It's kind of Meridia's specialty. That's the nice thing about Meridia. There's a lot of items to get, but they're all really, like, tightly packed together. So we're getting this super missile. And this segment, I'm sorry this segment goes a little bit long. It's just I really want to get Meridia done in one chunk, because it just makes sense that way. So now that we've gotten those, come over here, shoot the ground, and sink into this sand. And we're about... Okay. See, it's laggy, less laggy. I mean, you're still going slow because you're in sand, but... Okay, so this is the first of these two. There's going to be 2 item rooms that are like this. They're like little mini obstacle courses. I don't know, they're kind of cool. Missile pack over here. And then we're going to come over here and Morph Ball in the air and get a power bomb. And we're going to try... I'm not going to bother. Like, right here is where you have to be to sink through the sand. Anywhere else, you're just going to, like, touch ground. And now we're going to come over here and get the spring ball. And this is the main reason I wanted the grappling beam, because there is a way to do this without it, and it's the way I learned originally, but it's really hard, and it's a tough trick to do. I can always do it within like 3 or 4 tries ever since the very first time I tried it, but everyone else I've ever tried to teach it to has had immense problems. And I was looking online, and I guess that's the general consensus. It's more trouble than it's worth in a 100% run. But yeah, so we're coming through here. What we did there, that crumbly grapple block, you just grapple onto it and just hang on until it breaks, and then you go up through the hole it makes. And then when you get in here, you power bomb the wall. Don't kill this guy. He's your friend. He's like that one Chozo statue that carries you. He's just trying to clear a path for you. And he kind of meanders. He's not in much rush. He's not trying to go fast. He's not concerned with it. So, ah, this is this part. And I am in on an emulator, so I could fast forward it, but I'm not gonna. Okay. So we're through there. And this Chozo statue, all tucked away in his little thing, gives us Spring Ball. And as the name implies, when you have Spring Ball, you can spring upwards or jump, if you prefer, as a ball. And that's all. That's all it does, is let you jump as a ball. But it's really cool. It's helpful, actually. Now that you have it, like you'll be glad you do, because basically anytime that you would have needed to use a bomb to jump up somewhere, you can just do another thing instead. So I'm going to just try it once here real quick just to show you, but if it doesn't work the first time, I'm going to come back and do this in the advanced videos later. This is the way to get up there without Shine Spark, or without Grappling Beam. You come up here, you got to freeze this guy, so that, like, he sticks in the ceiling like this, duck, and then jump. And if you have it in the right place, like you have to freeze him in just the right position, which I didn't do, you can actually jump through the ceiling and get through the door. I didn't do it that time, and that's why I'm showing you the easier way, and that's why we went back and I re-recorded the first two parts so we can have Grapple Beam to do it the regular way. Excuse me. But now we're just going through here. Just space jumping. Right here, we're going to lay a power bomb to break this. Come up here. The Meridia elevator tube thing shoots you up. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's only one in the game like that. I don't know why they didn't do that more. It's a neat effect. Here we're just climbing up here. And we're going actually to get the final beam upgrade, Plasma, which is it's just the best. It's so good. Makes your gun so strong. So right here, make sure you spin jump when you jump off of this, because that way you can space jump or wall jump. If you don't spin jump, you just have to fall to the ground and then get back up here, and it's slow. Yeah, it's no big deal. You can get back up, but don't do it if you don't have to. Why make work for yourself? Work smarter, not harder. We're going to jump over this guy. We'll kill him later with Plasma. Right now it would take like a lot of shots. It takes like 15 shots or something. There's Plasma. Plasma. Now we have all of our beam upgrades, and it's time to show these guys were invincible before. Now they're not. Now they're not anywhere near invincible. My health is really low. Oh, right, because I didn't get the energy tank. Okay, so we're going to kill all these guys because it's a metal door. And also just because, we want to check out the power of our new Plasma. And I think that's kind of the point, is it's showing you that you can now crush those things. And that took like 2 shots. Falling back down. Okay, and this next area that we're going to down here, you want to fall all the way to the bottom, all the way to the right. Go through this sparkly metal door. If you'd come here before fighting Draygon, this would be closed. There's a ton of these little cactus guys, is what I wanted to say. And just like their green counterparts in Brinstar and Norfair, they pretty much always drop a super missile, unless you're at full super missiles. So if you need supers, this is a good place to fill up. There is a better place in Lower Norfair, which is where we're going next. But if you really need missiles, like right now, and you don't want to wait, you can do a lot worse than farming them up here. And you don't really lose too much time, because most of the little guys are on the way. So all of that last part, that room that we just went through, is all a loop back to this room, which is, if you will recall, that little red X on the bottom right is where we fought Draygon. And we're back here yet again. So we're going to get running up, get up to run speed. And this time, since we haven't gotten to the other times, just jump up here, morph ball, and you get an energy tank. Yep. Okay, and now we're going back through the same sinky sand we went through last time. It doesn't matter if you're on this side of this little barrier thing or the other side. It all leads to the same place. Oh. Never done that before. All right. Oh, and plasma kills those guys uncharged. You know, back in the wrecked ship, we had to charge up a shot to kill them or use a missile. Now we don't. Now our just regular beam is good enough. And we're back here again. You know, this all should be very deja vu because we just did it a minute ago. But this time, instead of going through this pit, we're going through this pit. Same idea. We're sinking down. Gonna shoot these guys. They drop power bombs. If you need power bombs, these are the guys to go to. Well, not really, because it's kind of a pain to farm them. But okay, here we are in the second item obstacle course, and this is when the beauty of Spring Ball really. Oh, what? Ah, ah, come on, me. What's what's your deal? Beauty of Spring Ball really becomes apparent because you can just do that instead of like jumping up and morph balling in midair or trying to bomb jump or anything like that. But yeah, watch out there. Avoid that thing I just witnessed. You know, I just showed you. Again, I'm taking a hit for you on purpose, totally on purpose, making mistakes on purpose so that you can learn from them. Loyal viewers, get these items: reserve tank, missile, come down, crumble blocks that you want to avoid until you've got those, and then just come down and sink through the sand again. This time we're going left first. Before, on the last one, we went to the right to get the spring ball. This one, we're a little bit to the side. And we are done with Meridia, actually. That is it. And that's good, because we're at about 21 minutes for this segment, which is longer than I wanted it to be, but that's all right. You fall through the ground there. That's it, just to get... This is the way out of Meridia. And we're going to leave it once we get to the entrance to Norfair / Kraid's Lair. And now we're there. So we will pick up right here, not tomorrow, for part 6. I will talk to you guys then. Bye.